White text appears on black screen that reads Nature Creations Live, Discovering Snow.
Hi everyone, my name is Maggie and I'm a ranger at Niobrara National Scenic River in Valentine, Nebraska. I'm coming to you today from our visitor center, and behind me you'll see a photograph of the Niobrara River in summer, and in front of me you'll see a table with our supplies on it for our first activity today. Nature Creations is a virtual event where we'll be exploring different things about the Niobrara River with you from your home. So all of our activities focus on having household items that hopefully you don't have to go buy anything. These activities are designed for kids or the kid in all of us to explore what makes the Niobrara so special. The Niobrara National Scenic River is known for not only recreation and scenery, but paleontology, geology, and wildlife. We'll be exploring just a few of these things in the next few days. Today we'll be focusing specifically on snow because the river is known for recreation. Most of our visitors come to float on a tube or canoe or kayak, but with winter coming, we know that we really won't be able to float the river for the next few months. So in order to explore the river in this winter season, we'll be doing not only snow painting today, but also making some snow ice cream. In order to start our first activity, we're gonna need to gather some supplies. So for snow painting, you'll need a bucket for snow, or you can go play outside. A spray bottle or a container. A great idea is maybe even a travel shampoo bottle. And these will be filled with water, which will be our paint for outside. You'll also need food coloring in any color that you like, and possibly a pipette or a basting instrument if you have one of those in your kitchen. That's all we need. Hopefully you have those at home. Otherwise, get creative. Maybe find a bowl or something you can put water in just to make it easy on yourself. I will start by picking my colors for today. So for painting, my favorite colors are purple and green. So I'll take my container, which is already full of water. If you need to pause the video and go fill yours, that's totally fine. But I'm gonna make this container green, and I have green food coloring. I'm gonna need probably 2 to 4 drops just for this size of container. So I'll add 1, 2, 3, 4 drops. Put my cap back on so I don't spill, and then close this container up and give it a good shake to mix that color around. That is a great green. And then in my travel shampoo size container, I'm gonna make this purple. And the 3 basic colors, as you might know, are blue, yellow, and red. And combining those makes all of the other colors of the rainbow. So if I wanna make purple, do you know what 2 colors I would put together? Red and blue, absolutely. So I'm gonna do 2 drops of red and 2 drops of blue in my little shampoo container. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then I'll put the cap back on and give it a good shake. I am not going to put any colors in my big spray bottle. You definitely could if you were gonna paint something really big outside, but I'm gonna be painting in this smaller container, so I won't need something quite that big. Now you could pick your design. I'm gonna flatten out my snow in my container while we talk. You get to pick anything you want. So you could do something Niobrara themed like wildlife. You could do a bison or a turtle, maybe an otter, or an elk. You could do any of those in the snow. If you like butterflies, butterflies are really cool too. Dragonflies, you could make the river, but I'm gonna make a snowflake today because of how big of an area I have to work with. And I'll start with my green. My green will be the base, and then I'll add my purple. So I'll take my pipette and my green colored water, and I'll try to show you as best I can and tip this bucket up so you can see it. I'm gonna make crosshairs for my snowflake. Ooh, this is coming together really well. Hopefully you can see this. So I'm just drawing 3 lines that cross in the middle out of green in the snow. And what's really fun is that we're not using paint itself. This will all just melt on its own and be totally fine. We're actually learning about different states of matter, surprisingly, which is a fun science concept. I'm gonna put my green away because my crosshairs are done. And I'll grab my purple with a dropper. So snow, as you might know, is frozen water. Snow, as you might know, is frozen water. So really, we're just adding water to water by adding paint, our snow paint, to our snow itself. So I'm adding little designs to my snowflakes. As you know, every snowflake is individual. No two snowflakes look alike. So whatever you create will be entirely yours. And there's my snowflake. You can see it's got green crosshairs and purple designs on all of its legs. And our next thing is to kind of blend it all together, which is where my big spray bottle comes in. I've got this spray set to wide, so it's not like a jet stream, it's pretty broad. And all I'm gonna do to try to blend these colors is just spray water and hopefully watch those colors blend into each other. This might be really fun with blues. It might end up looking a little bit more like tie-dye. But there's my snowflake, all done, very easy. You could go outside and play with these colors for hours. If you wanna change colors, it's really easy. You just dump out your water and start with fresh water. But send us pictures of what you make. We'd love to see your snow creations. And while you go play, I'm gonna get our supplies for our next activity put together. We're gonna make snow ice cream, so I'll see you in just a bit.
A black screen with white text reads, "You can pause and do the activity now, or continue watching for the next activity."
Welcome back. I hope you had so much fun snow painting. We're gonna move into making snow ice cream. This is a great snack for winter that doesn't require a lot of ingredients. So what we need to gather is about 8 cups of snow, milk of any kind, granulated sugar, a little bit of salt, and vanilla extract for flavor. I also have a big bowl and a whisk for mixing, a measuring cup, a few spoons, and a bowl to eat out of. So first things first, we're gonna mix our milk, sugar, salt, and vanilla, and that's our base. So I need 1 cup of milk. I'm gonna measure up to the line. 1 cup, okay. Then I'm gonna tip it into my bowl. I also need 1/3 of a cup of sugar. So you can scoop out of the bag or pour. I'm gonna pour because I'm using the same measuring cup. If you dried it out, you could keep using it. But I'm just gonna pour up to the 1/3 of a cup line. There we go. And dump straight into my big bowl. I'll grab my salt, and we really only need a pinch. So just 2 fingers, pinch a little bit of salt, and we'll sprinkle that into our big bowl. And your vanilla extract. And for vanilla extract, we need a teaspoon. And a tablespoon is the big one, the teaspoon is the little one. And my little trick is to just use the cap. So I'm gonna pour into the cap and dump straight in. And that's a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. So we'll have vanilla ice cream. If you wanted to do chocolate, you could add chocolate syrup after we make it and maybe just mix it around. But this recipe is for vanilla ice cream. And then I'm gonna whisk it up a little bit to mix everything around. Hopefully you can see into my bowl. But we've gotta get that sugar and vanilla all mixed up. So this is kind of the fun part. We'll see how fast you can whisk. Probably faster than me. But I love ice cream. Sometimes I don't like going to the store to buy it. So this is a great way to just make a little bit at home. And it looks like it's fluffing up a little bit. It's got some bubbles. And hopefully you can see into my bowl a little bit. It's got kind of a vanilla flavor. And this is kitchen chemistry, you guys. We're gonna be mixing liquids, which is our base here, with frozen solids, right? We said earlier that snow is a frozen form of water. So I need about 8 cups of snow. And all I'm gonna do is scoop, scoop, scoop. 1, you'll have to help me count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, you could use your whisk to maybe mix this a little more, but my bowl's really, really full. So I also could use a spoon to do this or a spatula, depending on what's in your kitchen. And our goal is to make fluffy ice cream. I might have, this is where things get a little individual. Your ice cream should be fluffy. You might have to break some snow chunks up a little bit, but the density of snow can be different. You know, when snow is all sticky and wet and really, really thick, that would make a different kind of ice cream than if it was really, really fluffy. So that's where that kitchen chemistry thing comes in. And we have to think about what kind of snow we're working with. Is it really thick? Is it really thin? Because that might also change how many cups of it we need. I think I used the right amount. I'm getting fluffier. I'm gonna switch to my spoon and try to just smooth it out a little bit so it looks pretty. But it's looking really good. Here we've got, I'm gonna add a couple scoops to my bowl so I can take a few bites. And it's not gonna look like normal ice cream. It's gonna be a little, maybe a little more granular. I probably could have used more liquid just to help smooth some of these chunks out. But like I said, my snow was a little thicker than the fluffy stuff, but should be really good ice cream. All right, 1, 2, and 3. That should be enough for me. I'll take a good bite here and let you know how it is, and you can try it yourself if you like. Very good. I had a lot of fun doing nature creations with you today. We'll be back tomorrow with more activities to discover the wildlife of the Niobrara National Scenic River. If you want to share your photo or video of what you did, you can hashtag Niobrara NSR or at Niobrara NSR so we can see what you did and share those with the rest of those participating in nature creations. See you tomorrow.
Credits appear as white text on black screen and fade to black.